Hi folks, Harry Frank from Gray Machine and MotionWorks here to talk about the Arithmetic plugin in the After Effects A to Z effect roundup. Now, before I dive into the Arithmetic plugin itself, let's all make sure we're on the same page with regard to how After Effects constructs an image in 8-bit color space. Right now we're looking at the RGB image. The RGB image is made up of individual images called the red, green, and blue channels. Now, these channels are put together from individual pixels that range anywhere from 0 to 255. This creates 256 different levels of gray for each channel. When we put these all together, we get a 24-bit image. So 8 bits plus 8 bits plus 8 bits in red, green, and blue that are anywhere from 0 to 255 in value, creating 256 different levels of gray. Now, the Arithmetic plugin, if I go under Channel, Arithmetic, and apply this, the Arithmetic plugin works on these individual channels using basic arithmetic. Now, the default operator here is probably the worst one to show this with, so let's use something easy like add. Now, in this composition, I've got a basic null and text layer, and I've constructed an expression to give us a live readout of the green channel value. So I'm just going to park this somewhere down here. And if I go to the arithmetic effect and I go to the green value, again, this value here is measuring the green channel. If I type in 15, it is going to add 15 to that green channel. If I subtract 15, the original value is 20, and now it's down to 5. That is the basic functionality of the Arithmetic plugin. Now, a very good way to visualize what's going on with this Arithmetic plugin is to go in and apply a levels effect and monitor the histogram of what's going on. So if I set this to the green channel and I manipulate the green value by subtracting or adding, you get a very good visual representation of what's going on. Now, to wrap your head around the rest of these, I don't really have time to go through each one of these in a short 5-minute explanation. What I can say is you can go to the live documents and see the brief description there. Again, some of these aren't described in much detail, like these AND, OR, and XOR, or exclusive OR logical operations. Now, the best reference I found on these types of operations was on Wikipedia, which is to look up bitwise operations. And there is some explanation as to what's going on. However, the best thing I can say is to use your histogram and watch the histogram change as you manipulate these to see the type of effect each of these has. So how do we use this in our workflow? One quick suggestion would be, if you're working with a green screen shot, is to use a very light green subtraction for some despilling. You can also use it for color correction. Let's say you have a shot that perhaps ended up just a little bit too blue, and you'd like to subtract some blue. It's actually a pretty easy way to go in and subtract that exact color that you would like to get out. One of the more creative uses for arithmetic I found was in doing color split effects, or RGB split effects, or very pronounced color effects. I'll show you what I'm talking about. On any given image, I can subtract all of or most of 2 of the channels, leaving 1 channel remaining. So I could end up with just the red channel, or mostly just the red channel if I add some of the green back in. Now, if I take 3 different layers like this and I set them to an add blending mode so that they'll all add together, the colors will add together, I can get a nice color separation effect using arithmetic. And I've included some other layers in here to add some additional effects. And you can check it out when you download the file. My name's Harry Frank for Gray Machine and MotionWorks. Thanks for watching.